matches with Jordan Pickford having come through his return from a knee injury successfully. And Lamine Kone and John O'Shea did enough, despite the defeat at Goodison Park, to dissuade Moyes from an instant recall for Papi Djilobodji after suspension. O'Shea's one of 3 members of the starting 11 facing City, with connections across Manchester, with Darren Gibson having started at United and Adnan Januzaj on loan from there. All will be hoping to lighten the load on Jermaine Defoe, who remains Sunderland's best prospect for a goal and has historically done well against City. Despite the public backing for Claudio Bravo after the soft goal conceded in the FA Cup against Huddersfield in midweek, Willy Caballero remains the favoured option in the league. In fact, despite the fact their last game in the competition was nearly 3 weeks ago, there are just 2 personnel changes from the win over Bournemouth. One is the return of Gaël Clichy, and that means that Fernandinho is expected to step out of the fullback role that he has been filling, behind a trio that doesn't include Kevin De Bruyne, but does offer much pace in wide areas with Sterling and Sané. Sergio Aguero starts his first league game in 4, having rediscovered his scoring touch in Europe and in the FA Cup in his last 2 appearances. It's 20 days since Manchester City last played in the Premier League, their 2-0 Monday night win at Bournemouth. And City have scored. Winded collar off, and Jones has picked it up and got past Clichy, delivers towards Defoe, who got something on it, but not a clean connection. Larson and on. Barini, again they try to go through the middle. Defoe tries his luck and hits the post. Barini's there on the follow-up and knocks it wide. So unlucky for Jermaine Defoe, who strikes the woodwork.
Oh, he just needs a snip, doesn't he? Wonderful build-up play from Sunderland. You'll see Barini does really well with him. He just turns, gets it out of his feet and lets fly. The instinct for Barini is to follow in, and he's really unfortunate. It looks as if it's beaten in the corner. Post comes out, and he tries to get there and keep it on target. Barini so close, Defoe so close. Big moment for Sunderland.
Sunderland skipper under the pressure of a yellow card as the shot is fired in directly at Jordan. Make this kind of contest any less difficult. Toure trying to slide in Raheem Sterling. Flag was up. Went up late, but he went up.
Puts his flag away, but
there may be another opportunity for them here. Januzaj swings in his corner, and the header from Billy Jones was dealt with by Caballero.
Yeah, well dealt with Caballero. Terrific lead from Jones. Gets up over his man, heads it down. Needed it over in the corner. Great lead. Just too near the goalkeeper. Needed it to go into one of the corners.
And Leroy Sané's left his man trailing in his wake, and Silva so close to applying a touch to that.
Yeah, and he's actually saying to Sané, just a little bit easier, you didn't have to hit it so hard. I'd have had a walk in to tap it in had he just put it across the goal. Great play. Toure spots it again. Jones unlucky, he slips. At this point, yeah, he puts a lot of pace on it. Having got into a golden position, he looks up and whacks it. And look, straight away Silva turns around and said, why do you just roll it along the ground and put it at a pace? I could have just tapped it in. Look, there he is.
Jones up there again.
Found space again, didn't he? Just leans into his man, then gives himself a yard. Nice leap. Oh, not far away at all. It's up in between a couple of City shirts. Tries his best to get it on target. Just wide.
Teammate under pressure, Yaya Toure that time with Januzaj pressing. Now Larson trying to get back at Yaya Toure. Here's Silva. Sterling's ball across, Aguero shows for it and just nicks it in. And that is what Manchester City can do to you. Sunderland held out until close to half-time, but Sergio Aguero scores again for the 3rd game running, and City are ahead.
Oh, beautiful goal for Manchester City. As you say, Caballero starts this initially and has to work Yaya Toure to make sure the move keeps its momentum going, but from here in, Sunderland are backtracking. Silva, of course, he's involved, knocks the ball out, but just have a little look at Aguero. He gets across Kone, he's on the move, he's onside. It's just that brilliance to get that half a yard in the box. There's a little bit of a deflection, but that's nothing that means we take anything away from the finish. You see a little deflection there, but he's the one on the move, he's out of the pack. coming from an onside position, and the joy on his face will tell you he's enjoying himself since he was doubted. Just look
to stay down here for Manchester City's goal scorer Sergio Aguero to take on Kone. Try to provide this time for David Silva. The flag goes up, even though he's netted. He wasn't aware that behind him the linesman Adrian Holmes had put the flag up.
Yeah, he just crept into an offside position. I felt he'd gone a little bit early. You'll see the ball is half deflected before it gets to him. You see he's coming in late on the far side. Sergio sees him, tries to play it to him. He's onside at that point. And from the touch, I think the linesman has decided that was why.
The squad who scored a league goal here at the Stadium of Light this season prepare to get the second half underway. Victor of course, behind the cross. Still not dealt with though. Gibson urged to shoot. Appeals for handball. Breaks anyway for Defoe. The flag was up.
Yeah, flag went up immediately as soon as the...
And this time finds Yaya Toure. Sterling. Silva got a sighting of goal. Pickford reacts.
As well. Really good between him and Yaya Toure here. He joins in. It's just quick. It comes out. There's nobody quite close enough to closing down. And Pickford, he has to push it out and hope, really, that there's no blue shirt waiting to side-foot it in. He sees it a bit late, pushes it as far as he can.
It was closer than he actually was. Now Fernandinho, Sterling, Silva. Tried to play in Leroy Sané, has got him behind Jones and hits the post and scores. 2-0 to Manchester City, and Leroy Sané, the man who's done the damage to Sunderland.
Once again in a flash. It's like a switch. City turn into this attacking force, and Silva plays a most delightful ball. Sterling trots him in, he looks at it, but just watch the pace go. He's out the blocks at the right time. He's onside, times it beautifully. That gives him the half a yard past Jones, and the finish is exquisite. This is terrific play from Manchester City, vintage Manchester City. Silva waiting at the precise moment to play the ball, the pace of Sané, and then of course the glorious finish. Precision personified.
There's Didier and Dom. Good reaction to deny Seb Larson from Caballero.
Yeah, it was a good...
City fans in good voice now. Yanazai's corner, Kone met it, and Caballero full stretch.
But a good save from the keeper. He's easier perhaps than this one. Here's the header. Just doesn't get enough on it to really trouble Caballero. And Ndong pulls a nice ball back to Seb Larson. Good touch, let's fly. Good feet. Concentration, he's right.
Now Oviedo joins the attack, gets his cross in, and Yanazai's header is away from goal.
Yeah, lacked a little conviction. Not known for his heading ability, but found himself on the run with the ball coming towards him. Needed a little bit more strength on the header. You can see it's just a flick, really. Nice ball in from Oviedo. He's on the move, all right.
Run back for Sergio Aguero. Sané's looking to burst through again here. Shea looked to his goalkeeper, and Pickford didn't. This in action in Monday Night Football at West Ham. Sky Sports 1 from 7. Here's Sané looking to get through for another.
So quick, so alert. Didn't look like there was a whole lot on. He just took off again once again. Jones find it really hard to stay with him. You see, he just runs inside, and it's a brilliant play. He's trying to set himself up to shoot, just leaves it a little bit late. You see the back of Sterling though, he's been terrific.
Stadium seeing the back of a few supporters as they head off now. They've clearly given up the ghost. David Moore with a kick for Khazri. Kone's header, and Defoe turns it in, but he was offside.
Glimmer of hope there, dashed by the linesman's flag. Does well here, Kone gets ahead. It's good reading of it from Jermaine, but yeah, look at the City players. They're well drilled. Any outswinger comes like that.
And here's Leroy Sané. De Bruyne. Aguero. Now Leroy Sané. Kevin De Bruyne lines one up. Fierce effort.
Probably feels he should have done better if he hits the target, because he a lot of power on it. It's heading far away from that top corner. There's a better angle.
Here's Sané. Sergio Aguero. Oh, that's a decent stop from Jordan Pickford.
No, it's a proper save. He's really well here, Aguero. It's beautifully struck. It's going over to the corner. Great reactionary save from the goalkeeper.
Bruyne's ball in, dealt with by John O'Shea. Joke returning it to De Bruyne, and Pickford just gets a hand to it to divert it away from Aguero and Nolito. Sanu with a cross. Aguero was looking to repeat his first half act there.
Yeah, O'Shea did well. But just... Oh, there's the whistle.
Manchester City still clinging on to Chelsea's coattails. They're now 8 points behind the league leaders and still firing on 3 trophy-winning fronts. 9 matches unbeaten now. Sergio Aguero got them the breakthrough here after a good rearguard action from Sunderland in the opening 40 minutes, but that goal just before half-time was a killer blow to the hosts. And in the second half, Leroy Sané added a second past Jordan Pickford, who also had to make saves to deny City extending their lead still further. Despite the efforts of Jermaine Defoe, who hit the post in the first half, had the ball in the net but was offside in the second. Sunderland are still rock bottom, but they'll be hoping there are greater pickings in the matches that lie ahead, especially the next quartet of games. But